Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. So hot. Not a roof. 50 seconds. Come on. Come on, D. Check. Okay. Check.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Slam. Check 49.
Play action. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
On the double. Mike 52. Get that quarterback and all coach. Hey, exit. Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, 91 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey. 4 down.
Hey, do. Speed Griffin.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go. 80 weapons.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Bravo.
Check. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You get blocked in.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the ready. X3. 218. Chop.
I'm about to take you to school. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 15. Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Mike 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Hey, watch it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Got it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Tight left. 4 down. Check. Watch twist. Check 24. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
57
6'6", pull it high. Shoot!
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Yes, yes!
Check Mike 57.
Keep grip.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight. Watch left. Alert. 3 out.
2nd and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 26. Check 26.
Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down.
Ready. You draw quarter.
Excuse the mic. They can't hang with us. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check. Crunch. Watch the ship.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the ship.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Jones has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 now.
Look at me. Go. Hit it.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Shoot this side. We got
80 weapons.
watch number 5. Watch number
Hey, Charlie.
Watch tight end.
Now.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Bullock's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
We got 4.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Come on, set.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Smith. Hey.
Go get him.
Be careful.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Go.
4 down. Even.
Hey. High 7.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
This complete to Jones. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On first down, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for Shepard deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Ready.
Back to throw here. This is caught by Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On second down, here's Smith. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Barkley. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Bravo!
2nd down and inches. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, It cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Go now. 50, plant.
Coming in.
6-6, bullet high.
Check 24. Check 24. Shift. Watch the shift.
Speed grip.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one complete to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Yeah, I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
That's good for the Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry for Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, wahoo!
Check safety!
That one looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Robinson, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Kill, turn up! Kill, turn up! Check 9!
On first down, it's Smith. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
2nd and 6. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Giants, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High.